Peace and blessings, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to the channel, new and returning overseas in America. Y'all, so I want to talk briefly about love spells, okay? And it is not my intention to offend anyone. This is not judgment. My only intention is to educate, to inform, and to empower. And I know love spells are widely used. They are very trendy right now. But the thing that I don't see people talking about is how dark a love spell can turn, regardless of the intention. So y'all come on in, vibe with me for a little bit, just for a few minutes. I'm not going to be before you long. It's late. I got to get to bed. But I have to get this out before I lay down. Hit the like button as you come in. This will not resonate with everyone. Listen, a spell is a spell is a spell, okay? It does not matter, all right? If you are, and it is one thing if you're doing like a love working with the consent of the other person, but when you are doing something unbeknownst to the target or to the other party, when they have not consented, when they do not know that they are the target of said spell, things can go really awry. And I feel like a lot of times people do it and they feel like because the intention is love, or because the intention is, to get this person, they don't understand the darkness in it. Manipulation of any kind is darkness, okay? If you are manipulating a person's thought, their will, their energy, the energy around them in order to attract them or have them, okay, manipulation is manipulation. What people don't understand, though, and what a lot of spiritual practitioners and root workers and such will not tell you, though, and some of them do give the disclaimer, but a lot of them don't. It may get you the person, and things may be sweet at first, but it is not all the time that things are sweet and stay sweet. I know many of people, older people from my community and my family, whatever, who did some work to get a man, or who did some work to lock down a woman. And when I think about how tumultuous and volatile those relationships and situations were, it makes so much sense to me now, because that's usually how it turns out, okay? A lot of people, will do love work and they feel like, well, for the good of all and with harm to none, right? Or I'm not trying to hurt anybody, I'm not trying to harm anyone. And so they feel like it's light magic or right-handed magic, but the truth is manipulation of any kind, okay? Manipulation is manipulation. What I have seen with love work is, the person may do this love spell, and yes, you may end up with this person who you are targeting. But what happens with that person, right? It depletes and drains them of their energy. It can cause them to have financial problems, health problems, problems on their job, mental health problems, right? Intrusive thoughts. It's like they totally become someone else. And the spell may not have been a malicious spell, but you have to understand the spiritual nature of things. You also have to understand spiritual law, universal law. And, while you may have gotten what you've wanted, which was the target, okay, what suffering are they enduring? Right? A lot of times when you see someone, they may do a love spell and they get together, it's like all of a sudden the target is falling out and arguing with their family and their friends, people who they would never argue with. They are acting in ways that are not characteristic of themselves. They are more prone to accidents. A love spell, in most cases, and a lot of people will not agree with me, this may even make a lot of people angry. Like, it may piss some people off, and that's okay. But in most instances, a love spell is a hex. Even though it is not done with the intention or with malice intent, like the intention to be malicious, it is not done, to bring doom upon the person. It is done to simply, I want him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to have him, right? Just like when someone prays for you without your consent, without your knowledge or whatever, without your request, some people would consider that a hex. A love spell, it's the same thing, right? And again, there may be a brief honeymoon phase, just as with any relationship, right? But then things will eventually take a dark turn. There's usually a lot of fussing, a lot of fighting. Again, very volatile. Very volatile. And a lot of times they do not end well. Okay, so be mindful. I am not, here to say whether or not to do them or to not do them. I am here to say be mindful and understand that even a love spell can backfire on you. It will create karma. Okay. And not all the time good karma or positive karma. Okay. Sometimes it is negative karma. Because again, a lot of times a love spell is a hex, even though it is not meant to be a hex. It is not crossing someone up, but you inadvertently do this when you mess with or manipulate the energy around a person. When you do that, you don't know how that's going to manifest in their lives. And I don't know about you, but that's not love. Anyone that I love, I don't want them to lose out. I don't want them to lose people that they love. I don't want them to start having health issues or money issues or things that's going to stress them out. That's not what love is. I don't want to be like the center of their world in the sense that they have nothing but me. That is not love. That's codependence, and that's a whole lot of other things. But it is not love. It is not healthy love, okay? So I just wanted to come on and briefly put that out there and just give some people some things to think about before you do that love spell, before you buy that love spell. Just think about it. If you want to do any kind of love work, do the love work on yourself. That is the safest and best way to attract love. When you do the love work on self, you are not manipulating anyone's free will. You are not manipulating the atmosphere around anybody, the energy. You understand what I'm saying? You are simply working on self to align your vibration energetically with what it is that you are trying to call in, right? So that's my spiel on that. I hope that y'all hear my heart with this and take it with love, y'all, because again, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, what not to do. To each his own. But on this journey, there are things that we have to take into consideration. There are things that we have to think about. And you know, that's one of them. So I don't know who needed to hear it tonight, but I pray that it reaches you. Until next time, peace.